Can we solve this mystery of why the CEO of a bridging platform goes missing and suddenly assets are stuck? Potentially $1.45 billion worth of cryptocurrencies could be stuck if the CEO of multi-chain isn't found and found soon. That's what we're talking about in today's episode. If you guys are enjoying these updates, hit like, hit subscribe. Let's get right into it. Multi-chain is a bridging platform that works on a whole bunch of different blockchains, including Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. But there's about $1.45 billion market cap worth of cryptocurrencies being stored in the smart contracts of this bridging platform. So far, 11 blockchains are affected by this. They must be very microcap coins, because let's be honest, I don't recognize any of them. If these are your favorite coins, no offense to you whatsoever. There's about 1 million cryptocurrencies at this point, and no one should ever be expected to know what every single cryptocurrency is. But anyway, there's a bigger picture thing that I think we should all be paying attention to with this specific news story. Number one, there's a CEO of a decentralized platform. That is oxymoron if I ever heard one. There should never be a CEO of anything claiming to be decentralized, number one. Number two, the fact that he's missing or incommunicado for over a week now, that in his absence, there is now millions of dollars worth of crypto locked up, is a huge concern. And it's a reminder for us all that not all decentralized platforms that are claiming to be decentralized actually are so. I've been saying this for as long as I've had this channel, it seems like, definitely since 2017 when ICOs and decentralized finance really started coming about, is that if there's a CEO of a decentralized exchange, anything, it's not decentralized. And there's a reason why that's important, is because push comes to shove, governments and regulators or any other entity or a hacker wants to infiltrate or influence or take down anything, its decentralization is its number one security aspect. Another concern for this one is that they're doing bridging, right? It's a bridging platform. That also means that they interact in a custodial manner for wrapping tokens. Let's say you wanted to take let's say an avalanche-based token and use it on Ethereum. You have to use a bridge, and sometimes that involves a custodian that takes the actual asset, the real avalanche, and then they rapidly grant you an Ethereum version of that avalanche token. Another common implementation of this is wrapped Bitcoin. I'm asked so many times, is wrapped Bitcoin better to hold, or because it's cheaper, faster to interact with? Not necessarily, or maybe not at all, because it isn't native Bitcoin. It isn't having the immutable peer-to-peer layer, decentralized layer of the Bitcoin network. That is a huge value, but I don't want to get it confused. That's not necessarily happening with multi-chain. It's just to give you an example of how it could happen. And I've also read about a few articles on this topic, and some of them are citing that this multi-chain could negatively affect the actual blockchains themselves, in that the wrapped tokens could lose all value if they can't be swapped back for its native token, which, you know, it's kind of tethered. They're lending that value from the native token to the wrapped version, and if you can't go back to the actual token, what value is there? And so because multi-chain is acting as a custodian in doing this, and now all of a sudden there's 11 chains so far that can't function because one guy is missing, let this be a stark reminder for us all to keep an eye out for these signs of centralization, and don't give them your time, your energy, your money, your likes on social media, your subscriptions, you know, or your follows, because that's ultimately feeding the flame where these centralized platforms are going to get a lot more attention than maybe they deserve. Because in the long run of cryptocurrencies, we need to ensure that the strongest will survive, not artificially supplying money and attention and promoting these other centralized forms of cryptocurrencies and platforms and tools that are going to sucker in a lot of people that will be victimized by them. They will be failed by them because they're centralized and they are vulnerable to being pinched by a government, by being taken down, by being hacked. however that plays out. Anyway, that's just my daily reminder for you to stay decentralized. If you guys enjoyed these, hit the like button, hit subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.